Hello everyone, welcome back to Software Testing and Beyond. My name is Prashant Hegde. This is the third and final video in the 3-video series about leadership brought to you by Test. In this video, we will look at 5 mistakes that you need to avoid as a leader.
Moving to a leadership role is an exciting opportunity for every individual to make an impact in their organization. Too often, people step into leadership roles before they are ready. Here are 5 common mistakes that most leaders do and how to avoid them.
This video series would not be possible without our sponsors Test. Let's quickly look at how Test can help testers.
This video is brought to you by Test. Test is a modern test case management tool that makes software testing faster, more efficient, and easier to manage. Test gives you the ability to create either traditional style test cases or with Gherkin style BDD scripts. Test empowers testers to create automated tests without requiring them to write a line of code. Test's test case management tool is free forever. So what are you waiting for? Get started with the revolutionary test case management today.
Not delegating tasks. Not delegating tasks is one of the most common mistakes that leaders make. Delegation is critical for effective leadership. Delegating is allocating the right work to the right people. By not delegating, leaders indirectly hinder their organizational and team growth. With the new promotion, many new leaders are under the pressure to succeed and demonstrate their worth immediately. Sometimes new leaders continue to do what they have always done while trying to handle their new leadership responsibilities. This creates overwhelming stress. Usually the high-performing individuals, when they get promoted, they hesitate to delegate as they feel that they are passing on their work to their former peers. New leaders may many times struggle to let go of the operational level tasks that they have always enjoyed. However, being a new leader, you need to look at the bigger picture and focus on more strategic tasks that are of greater importance to the business. The best leaders are the masters of delegation, because they realize that no leader can do all the things all the time, and they realize that delegation is the key for boosting team performance and efficiency. As a leader, remember that your job is to build a high performance team who knows what to do and how to do it. Delegation is not only a way to get things done, but it also empowers your team members by giving them greater autonomy. Furthermore, it lets you focus on high-impact strategic activities, and it also gives you more time that you need to invest in your new role. Remember, delegation is not about dumping all your tasks on other people. Real delegation is when the individual becomes the stakeholder in the outcome of the task. Effective leaders carefully consider what to delegate and whom to delegate. They understand that delegation only makes their team more effective. Micromanaging instead of trusting your team. Micromanagement is an old school leadership style where managers closely observe the activities of their reportees. A micromanager always wants to control the people around him. While new leaders have their best intentions, their leadership style can become a cause of concern for their team members. Several new testing leaders misunderstand and think that their role is to control and monitor every detail of their team's work. For most people, becoming a leader is all about telling other people what to do. The difference between a micromanager and a leader may seem subtle to many. So let's first understand what makes a micromanager. A micromanager does excessive supervision and tries to obtain immediate results through over-involvement. A micromanager watches his team members' actions closely and scrutinizes every tiny detail of the delegated task. Micromanagers tend to control their reporters by finding flaws in their day-to-day work. They do not trust their team members and they expect approval for everything. Micromanagement is a toxic style of leadership and is harmful for your organizational culture. Micromanagement limits your team's creativity and freedom. Furthermore, it reduces the team's morale and performance, eventually leading to higher attrition rates. You as a leader sketch out the big picture and trust your team to fill in the details. Learn to delegate tasks and trust your team members to complete them without supervision. Trust your team members to act independently and coach them to make their own decisions. Stop acting as a manager and start working as a mentor, a guide, or a consultant to your team. Communicate your expectations upfront and set clear roles and responsibilities. Set up a transparent and proactive reporting mechanism to get updates from your team members. Rather than you asking them for frequent updates, provide a mechanism wherein the team themselves can proactively report to you. Micromanagement is a result of trust issues. Assign the right person with the right skills to complete a task instead of assigning it to a member who does not fit the job. Leadership is a form of influence, not authority. Stay humble and periodically perform a self-assessment. Get feedback about your leadership style and retrospect if you are transforming into a micromanager. Self-doubt, not believing in yourself and your abilities. One of the main barriers that prevents leaders from excelling in their role is the lack of confidence and self-doubt. Most of the leaders struggle with self-doubt when transitioning into a leadership role. This phenomenon is called as imposter syndrome. In this syndrome, individuals doubt their own skills, abilities, and accomplishments. From time to time, they feel like an imposter in their role. They feel they are not cut out for the job and they think they don't deserve the success they achieved. This syndrome is quite common. Awareness is the first step to combat imposter syndrome. Acknowledge your feelings of self-doubt and try to separate feelings from facts. Introspect and find out the root cause of your doubt. What is that specific thing that is causing you this feeling? Once you understand what makes you doubt yourself, you can take necessary actions to overcome your self-doubt and your fears. As a leader, you don't have to know everything. I have mentored several aspiring testing leaders and I have heard many people say that they haven't worked on test automation before, or they say that they haven't worked on API testing before, or things like performance testing, and hence they feel like imposters. It's okay not to know everything. You don't need to have answers to all the problems. Good leaders are continuous learners. They focus on developing themselves and their teams. Being a leader is all about getting out of your comfort zone and trying out new things that you have not done before. Stop seeking external validations for your accomplishments. Do not compare yourself with others. And most importantly, don't worry about what others think about you. In reality, no one is thinking about you beyond themselves. Sometimes being vulnerable can help you. Share your feelings with a trusted coworker or a mentor. This can help you to overcome self-doubt. Do not focus too much on your shortcomings. Think of your strengths and how you add value to your organization. Remember that you got promoted for a reason. Keep reminding yourself of your past successes that you have enjoyed. Being a people pleaser. People pleasing is all about the need to be liked and the fear of not being liked. Most people hate conflict naturally. But hiding from conflict or trying to make everyone happy will only set you up for failure. Some leaders try to please everyone and fail to make the right decisions for the fear of disappointing someone. Being a leader requires you to take a stand, make hard decisions, and have difficult conversations. You will need to make difficult decisions that you know are best for your team. Don't take the easier and more comfortable route of going along with the other person. Learn to say no. Think about the times when you said yes when you really wanted to say no. How did you really feel inside? People pleasing will stop you from expressing your needs and opinions and will lead you to make some really bad choices. Understand that not everyone is going to like or agree with you and your decisions. As a leader, you need to learn to live with it. It might feel uncomfortable to start with, but you'll get used to it over time. Learn to strike the right balance between being liked and being able to lead courageously. Being a busy leader. Leaders are being asked to do more with less, which can make leaders super busy. Leaders often deal with problems at a large scale. However, when managers are too busy, they tend to be less available. Today's work culture has created an impression that being busy is the same as being important. Being busy shows how important you are to the business and how much you are contributing. I have seen leaders who don't respond and don't even keep in touch with their subordinates to an extent that there is no verbal as well as written conversation. There are no status updates, no one-on-ones, nothing at all. Such leaders have no idea what's really happening within their team. Busy leaders are reactive. Unfortunately, majority of the leaders work reactively. Reactive leaders often wait to see what happens and they respond accordingly. When leaders are busy all the time, they fail to invest in the team's growth, in mentoring and coaching their teams. As a leader, remove the word I am busy from your dictionary. Eliminate what is creating your busyness. Learn to prioritize your work and learn to manage your time better. At the start of the week, schedule everything and stick with the plan. Use your time effectively with more structure and discipline. Effective leaders understand the importance of making time to their team. Have regular one-on-one meetings with each of your team members to check on how their work is going and how they are doing in general. Think of this as the first step to becoming a better leader. Leadership is both hard and rewarding simultaneously. Preparation is the key to success in your new role as a leader. Understand what leadership truly means and how to create a profound impact in your organization. Practice is the best way to discover leadership. So go ahead and put all your learnings to practice.
Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this series about leadership. Please subscribe to Software Testing and Beyond. I promise you to get more awesome content like this. Thank you so much. I will see you soon.